Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. Okay. Good morning. My 8.5-year-old son with autism is very bright, considered high functioning. He still has behaviors and tantrums, is fully potty trained, and can ask for all he needs. Can ask questions like who, why, where, can have short conversations, but the things he likes...
About the things he likes,
excuse me, like speakers, movie credits, hip-hop music. My question is, can my son still have a chance to recover with intense ABA? I contacted CARD in Edison, New Jersey, and I'm waiting for a response to hopefully start services soon. He's a very smart boy, but like I said earlier, sometimes has tantrums and injurious behavior when frustrated or mad. He'll be 9 in June. And she says, I get sad thinking, even though he's got so much potential and skills, that he would not be able to recover. He's also hyper, and attention can be a problem. Please let me know your opinion, and thanks in advance. I would be so lost without this show. We're sending you a hug.
Oh, that's so nice of you, yeah. So what it's one of those things which I wish I knew more about your son, if I could do an evaluation or something, and then I could help you see the future a little bit more, but I don't, and this is not enough information for me to be able to say how far he'll go, right? But my recommendation to you is, I mean, it sounds like he's learned quite a lot, and that's great. It sounds like he's doing well. And I do recommend that you get him into an ABA program as soon as you possibly can, and that you do a lot of work, right? If you can, and this is one of the problems we hit when our kids are 8 or 9 or whatever, they're in school. And so our hours become extremely limited, and also funding sources generally won't fund comprehensive programs for kids over the age of 8. So, you know, at best, your child will probably get something like 10, 15, maybe 20 hours of one-to-one therapy, which is going to be extremely helpful. What I recommend for you to do is a couple of things. One is, don't set recovery as your goal. Every single year, try to set a goal which has to do with the things you want your son to learn that year. So here's what you can do today, okay? You don't have to wait for us. You can you can do 2 things, which is what I did specifically for parents. Get on Skills, and the website for that is skillsforautism.com, skillsforautism.com. Get on Skills. And when you're on Skills, do everything. Get on there, become a client, answer the assessment questions about your son. It'll help you identify exactly what he needs to learn. From there, you will look and determine exactly what you want to accomplish every year, right? This year, I would like him to, have longer conversations. I want his conversations to be directed at children. I want him to be able to read facial expression. You'll be shocked at the amount of choice you have on Skills. Like, we're not talking, we're talking about, you can choose things like, oh, I want him to tell jokes. I want him to be able to lie. I want him to, it's everything and anything you want is on there. So, but you have to spend some time. And I suggest you set goals for yourself where you say, I'm going to do an hour on Skills every day. It'll take a week to answer the assessment, great. Then it'll take you, give yourself time, give yourself a month to acclimate. And Shannon has helped a lot of people acclimate to Skills. It's a big platform. It is big. It's like going into a supermarket for the first day and what are all these things? So give yourself time, because if you really learn Skills, you will benefit from it beyond your imagination. Now, and you're not going to do all of it. You're just going to help select the things, right? And then you're going to go on IBT, which is ibehavioraltraining.com, the Institute for Behavior Training. And there you will teach yourself the techniques. You will learn how to teach things. You will learn how to get rid of challenging behaviors. You will learn how to, what you do whenever he has a tantrum. You'll learn what to do to get his attention. You'll learn what to do to not allow him to injure anyone or himself. You'll understand autism, and you'll understand what these behaviors are about. and you'll understand how to teach. So it's simple for him to understand. So do all of that, because this will keep you very engaged, and I promise you, every day you'll learn something new, every single day. Then you can work on teaching him, and hopefully by then a team of ABA experts have also joined you, and together you will now give him a lot of attention and support, and you'll make up for what even people who start at 3 years old, maybe they're not doing the right thing. And don't worry about time, don't worry about recovery, worry about what you can do now yourself, train yourself, and get a team of people to assist and support, and you work on it together. Don't assume that as soon as you get into a CARD program, you're going to have a whole bunch of people come and just take care of recovery. That's not how it works. It is all about your involvement. And I'm sorry, because I know as a parent, we're already overwhelmed, but you'll enjoy it. It's like kind of going to the gym. You don't want to do it at first, but once you get into it, you're like, I feel great. You will feel a lot better.
Absolutely. One of the things that I talk to parents about all the time is that CARD did a study a few years ago to see what predicts the best outcomes.
Right.
And I get really excited about talking that because it wasn't minimized down to age, but the best outcomes come when there are 3 things that you do consistently. And one of them was give your child as many opportunities to learn as possible.
Right.
24/7.
Right.
As many opportunities as you can. The second one was having an experienced BCBA on your case, which if you get in with Edison, New Jersey, that's going to help you to be able to do that because all CARD offices have experienced BCBAs. But the third one, and I said earlier when I shopped around and I was like, what is consistent with all these kids that are doing well, was parent involvement. If the parents learned it and followed through on it, it helped with the first one, which is having the many opportunities. And every parent that I saw who said, we're going to do as much as we can, and the thing that I said was, I want to be able to look him in the eye when he's 18 and be able to say we did everything we could. Wherever that gets us, I'm going to love him like there's nobody's business and accept him wherever he is. But I want to be able to look at him and tell him we did it all. And if you do that, I can tell you, you will be thrilled with where you end up. I haven't met a single parent who at the end didn't say, you know what, we are fabulous, we're good. So that's, I think, hand in hand with what Dr. Grant-Boucher said. If you do those 3 things every day, you're going to be okay and your kiddo's going to be okay, and there's going to be tremendous growth.
Definitely.
All right, we need to let you go.
Yeah, but before I go, I just want to thank you, and I want to do a shout out to Charlie. Charlie, Shannon bought these for you.
No. These were gifts.
Were donated.
These
Okay.
were gifts, I have to say, from Imperial Toys, who we love.
They're awesome.
But can I show you something fun that we learned you can do with these chickens, because we've been playing with them. And Charlie was here, our fabulous Beyond intern. Intern doesn't cover it when we were doing the toys. So I had to send these to Charlie. But we discovered that when you lock their legs, this is what happens when you work at Autism-Live. You discover that they balance each other. So please take the chickens home to Charlie, because we miss Charlie. But Imperial Toys sent these over to us because they knew we would be very happy with them. So Charlie, they have to go home and live with you. You can name them and let us know. All right, we are going to take a break, and then we got a little bit of time before it's time for Let's Talk Autism with Shannon and Nancy. But don't forget that we're going to have Karen Nolte on that hour, and we're also going to have Dr. Carrie Magro. But stay tuned. First, look at this.